How are you all doing? Nick, NK Sports Podiatry here. So, we continue with our journey of A to Z of musculoskeletal lower limb problems, and we've arrived at P. So, what do we have for P? We actually have a pet topic of mine, plantar plate injuries. Now, the plantar plate, a lot of people most probably haven't even heard of, but it's quite an important structure, and it's a structure that's injured quite often in the foot. So, what is it and where is it? The plantar plate itself is attaches the metatarsal, this long toe bone here, to your phalanx, the short toe bone there. And what it does, it attaches from the bottom of the metatarsal here to the base of the phalanx there. And what that tries to do is to try and stop the toe from bending up or going into a hammer toe deformity. So if you say any relatives or anything that have a hammer toe, then the chances are they've had a plantar plate injury. But don't worry, the research shows us that there are actually loads of people who have had these injuries but don't actually get any symptoms. So how do you know you've got it? You tend to find that you start getting aching, walking like a pebble on underneath your foot, and you may start noticing that the toe starts rising up ever so slightly. So when you're standing up, you find the toe starting to float. You can have it after an episode, say jumping down from an edge, but most of the time we see it, these are chronic overload issues. So something you can try and do. There are footwear, there are orthoses, exercises that we can try and help with. However, one thing you can try to begin with is taping, and here's one I prepared earlier. So what we have is rigid zinc oxide tape. We're not using K-tape, we're not using the flexible stuff, and we're using this sticky tape here. Now what actually I tend to do to try and prevent, if anyone's got hobbit feet like me, prevent everything sticking to the hairs and pulling off, is actually when we pull the tape out, so something about 15 centimeters in length, we then put a small bit over the top, back to back, so there's no stickiness here, so it's easy to apply. Now I will demonstrate on my finger. I will try and demonstrate on my finger, should we say. So what we want to try and do is to pull the tape down. I shall show you. Pull the tape down, so it looks like the breast cancer ribbon sign, and we can see it's just pulling my finger down. That's what we've tried to try and do with the toe. So now I try and pull my finger up. I can't move it as much, and that's what we want to try and do with the toe, because by doing that we can then help offload that plantar plate region. We've got a nice little PDF on how to do that, so if you want to, drop a message in the comments box and we can email you that PDF. And we shall see you on the next letter. Bye now.